Hello everyone, my name is Donleon. I'm an MTT coach of the Academy of Poker. In that video, I'm gonna make a hand review of the first place of one of my students' tournaments. He has taken first place in the big of $100, and as you can see, it was a deal in a heads up. If you don't have a bankroll to play such big tournaments, it's not a big problem because you can play our exclusive free roll. You know, Academy of Poker is holding free rolls with a guaranteed prize pool of $1,000, and all you need is just to follow the link in the description and leave your application. So let's start. And the first hand was 8-6 off. We decided to flat in multi-way pots. I don't like to call that hands versus early positions, and we just need to be careful. We should be careful about our hand and shouldn't spend a lot of money hitting a pair or something. Yeah, but lucky for us. Ace-4 suited decide to 3-bet versus early positions. I like our hand to 3-bet, but I don't like that we are 3-bet in early position. But it works. Nice. Ace-deuce suited, we are flattening again, and yeah, not our board again. 6-5 suited, nothing special. I would say that it's really bad decision because on early stages there might be a possibility that you'll be hitting a cooler, and with our hand it will be cooler for us. So we'll be hitting a flush and our opponent will be hitting a flush stronger. We'll be hitting a straight, one of our opponents might be having a straight stronger. So don't flat that hands. If you really want to play them, try to squeeze, but versus early position I would prefer just to fold pre-flop. We hit an open-ended and stealed that pot, but I would prefer to fold pre-flop. I don't like really that decision. 8-7 suited, we are flatting again, check check. I would prefer to bluff here. Yeah, because we might having a 10 in our range, we'll be check it. Might be having a queen, even a 3. So yeah, when we are checking the second time, we are telling him that we are weak and we don't care about that board. Ace-9 suited, we are 3-betting here. Oh, sorry, we're isolating versus probably recreational player and get flat called. I don't prefer to c-bet in that structure because of him, because his range is pretty strong. There might be strong aces, pairs, and broadways. So yeah, if we want to bluff him, we need to bet at least twice. Yeah, we're giving up. Nice. Next hand, deuces, we are flatting, and yeah, nice fold. Queen 10 off, nice again. A6, we are flatting, and giving up, nice. But, sorry, A6 versus early position, it's not the best decision, especially with our stack size. I would prefer just to fold, and it's better just to call here with some kind of 10 high hands than A6 off, because we are under domination. Queen 10 off suited, we are flatting, I would prefer to c-bet in that structures our hand because we have tons of backdoors. We can continue in ace, king, queen, 10, 9, even 8. So we have plenty of hands to continue. Interesting decision because that player, Cactus, he's from Russia and he's pretty strong player. And I think that he might be reacting aggressively just because we have skipped the c-bet that we must do, so probably he is just trying to exploit us. Look at his bet size. Seems like he just wants us to fold, and in that case I would prefer to maybe to try to raise. Yeah, nice. Nice. That's how we can exploit that huge bet. But first I would prefer just to play that hand more simple and just to c-bet and flop. A6 suited, we are flattening again, much better than A6 off, and folding. A7 suited, I don't like that flatting. I would prefer to isolate versus him at least. Hitting a top pair, betting small, nice. King 10 suited. Get called by two opponents. Not the best board for us, so I would prefer to check. And yeah, can stand versus overbet. Pocket fives, nice. 9-8 suited, nice isolate. This player is continuing limping, so we can try to punish him for that. Yeah, get called, and we hit a top pair. Interesting bet size was chosen, so it's like we want to protect our 9 because we have a weak kicker and we are afraid of overcards that might be coming. But I would say that versus such player who is playing with stats VP PFR 337, I would prefer to choose smaller size because he doesn't care. Ace queen suited, we are 3-betting, nice. Pocket fours, we're shoving. It's profitable shove, small blind versus big blind, even for 90 bigs. Yeah, here for 3 off suited again, I would prefer to fold that hand. And lucky river for us. Queen jack off suited, can't call here, but we can check it using IC miser. Let's calculate a little that situation, but we need to change the calculations to GPV stage. First we're calculating Nash equilibrium and then we'll make little changes if we'll need. So let's start from our open raising range from cutoff with our stack size. Maybe we'll be opening our hand with that frequencies. King 8, King 9. Oh, that's suited. Maybe not that hands. Something like that, I think. Yeah. And small blinds, shoving range for 14 big blinds. I agree with that. I think that he might be showing a little bit less. A little. Yeah, something like that. And we're calculating again our range. And yeah, our queen jack off is pretty weak call, so we fold it and it's nice. Queen jack suited, we're raising, get shoved. Not the best beginning for us. So we have a really small stack size. Yeah, but lucky double up here. Easy shove versus 2 short stacks. Again, it's really profitable. I can prove it. We calculate Nash equilibrium. And our shoving range is really wide and king 10 off is pretty nice. Okay, ace queen suited. Get called. I don't like that c-bet because it's not our structure and we don't have a backdoors for flushes, so I would prefer to check behind with our hand. Yeah, it was a mistake, that's why we have lost that hand. We are flatting, making a trap. I don't like that decision to raise here because if he is bluffing, he will fold. If he is betting for value, he would anyway show from the river. But our raise with our stack size looks too strong here. So yeah, I would prefer to continue calling here. King queen off. I would prefer to 3-bet, especially with our effective stack size, but flatten is okay. I would prefer to... it was a 3-way pot, so yeah. Check in, calling here, and... What's he trying to represent? Only that we are losing only ace-king, and I think we have to call here. It was a bluff. So well played. this Giraffe Ginger. He's again pretty strong player. I'm not fond of that c-bet because we are betting versus two opponents. One of them has 19 big blinds and our hand cannot continue aggression. So yeah, we were punished for that. Pocket tens and call. Wow, unlucky. 8-9 suited, decide to flat here and give up. Interesting, because if we are trying to play so many hands by open limping, we need to be aggressive post-flop. Ace suited, need to double up, and yes, nice coin flip. Jacks, easy shove, no problem here. Kings, king, queen. We'll flatten again. Yeah, again, I don't like that decisions. Because we are flattening versus early position, his stack size is really low, that's why I would say that his range is pretty strong. Oh, nice trap. Ah, it was a value, so trap didn't work, but we have double up. Yeah, not the best structure to continue our line. Flatten again. Again, we are flattened versus 15 big blinds, and again it's mistake because what do we want to see on flop? Our hand is hitting a set with a really low frequency, and most of the time we'll be facing two or at least one overcard, and because of his stack size and his stats, he will be barreling a lot. So yeah, I would say that it's a pure bad decision. I would prefer to c-bet here with our hand, but okay, it's not a c-bet, but just bet because we were limp in pre-flop and we check folded. Again, not the best strategy. A6 suited, king, queen off. We're flattening again, but lucky for us, we have hit a top pair. I would prefer to shove on the river, because if you'd be holding Jack, he would bet on the river, so he might be holding a queen weaker, second pair like, or a third pair like an 8x, and he might be calling. At least if he'll bet not all in, but for example 2 or 3 big blinds. Yeah, it was just nice high. But anyway, we should at least try. King, queen. We are calling here. Let's check it. I want to change a little our range, something like that at least. And he's showing range for 11 big blinds versus early position. I'm not sure that he'll be holding that hands in that line. Maybe something like that. Yeah, that's it. And now let's calculate it. And we can see that our call with king queen off is pretty nice. So well played and nice call. King 10 off suited. We are flat in here. Nice flat. I would prefer to raise here for value because our hand is too strong and we can get value from his bluff catching range, from his second pairs, from his 10x lower. We're folding. You know, guys, in that situation, I would prefer to call down because these 4 of diamonds is opening draws which can be barreled by our opponent, and we have, I don't know, maybe it's the best 10x in our flatting range, so we have to call here. I'm pretty sure that there might be some bluffs. For example, some gut shots with ace-x, flush draws with overcards, and we have to call at least. But again, we should either try to raise and flop, or at least to call a turn. Ace queen, we are 3-betting, nice. Ace 5 suited, get shoved. Eights, I would just shove, nice. Nice double up, it's too important because we are playing shared table. Wow, interesting shove. If I'm not mistaken, it's a two-table stage. Let's check it again using AC Miser. So that's it. I have created an MTT mode, and I said that remaining players quantity is 10. And we are trying to calculate here Nash equilibrium, and our ace queen suited is nice call. Well played. And was coin flip for us. Jack 8, we're trying to steal from small blind. Yeah, nice c-bet, but what about size? Yeah, size is pretty nice, but I would prefer even to bet 25% of the pot, not 30. And yeah, it would really, it was really difficult to get some value from him. Next, king 3 suited. We are stealing and should c-bet here and decide to give up. Okay. Threes. I would just shove. Nice. And if I'm mistaken, it's a final table. Wow, and we decide to flat here with king jack. Oh, sorry, king jack suited. Yeah. So ace deuce suited. We're protecting versus chip leader. I'm not sure that we really want to do that, to call here, but our hand is too strong and we are sitting on a big blind. Flat in with queen jack, and I like the decision because he is covering us and we don't want to create the bigger pot here, so we just prefer to check call. So it's our board and we check in. Sorry, it was isolated from him. A check call in check check, and not the best river for us. I'm sure that if it will be not ace on the river, Dragonfly will bet, but yeah, it was an ace and it perfectly hits his isolating range. That's why we decided to give up. Ace 8 suited, open shove, nice. Queen jack, king jack off, re-steal. Oh, it's really interesting to calculate it. Let's go to IC Miser. It's number 62. That's it. So ICM, and we have it's not MTT mode, it's final table, calculating. And according to IC Miser, our shove is close to 0. And yeah, probably it's not the best decision for us here. But yeah, he even folded. And aces. But nobody paid. Ace queen, easy shove here. Nice. But maybe it wasn't a final table. We shoved with ace queen here. Let's check it really. If it's not a final table and final table, so 65. First, if it is final table. On the final table, we can call here with ace queen. So it's obvious that on two table stage, we can flat 2. Nice. Moving on, queen then off suited. We're raising versus, again, strong player. Really not the best field in that tournament. Queen 6 suited, we are protecting our big blind. Sometimes I prefer to donkey bet to lead on turn, because this 4, it's pretty nice card to do it, because it's totally in our range. And also we are attacking his overcards that can't stand that bet. He can even fold with his ace highs. Yeah, and we bluffed on the river, but I would prefer to bet on just on turn. Queen 10 value betting, nice. 9-6 off, I would prefer to limp versus chip leader. Yeah, but because of our race, we can bet Jack 6 off. I would just fold pre-flop again because of his stack size. Value betting and calling on the river. You know, I would say that 10 is the worst card ever on the river, and in that case, it's really difficult to understand what are we beating right now. Only flush draws that are busted. That's all. Yeah, we should give up. We should we should even just fold it pre-flop. 3-bet in here with pocket eights. What was the bet size? 35. I'm not sure that it's really nice decision with our stack size because we are playing versus bigger stack. We are playing in ICM, so our chips are really expensive. So yeah, not the best option really. I would just flat pre-flop. Just because we don't need to boost that pot sizes. We just want to play smaller pots because we are not covering our opponents. Why are we checking again? Instead of betting, we decided to check call. Nice. 10-9 suited. We are flat in here. And yeah, we can't do anything versus two players. Queens. Yeah. I would shove just. Nice. Because we are the shortest stack and we need to double up. We need to keep our stack in a field where we have a fold equity for our shoves. Because if we call with a7, it lose some pots post flop. Our stack size will be 8 or 7 bigs, and in that case, we had to wait for a good hand. But if our stack size is 16 or 17 big blinds, we can use the situations and not wait a strong hand. Pocket nines, open. Yeah, and too important to double up here. Oh, sorry. 9-7, check call. We have a showdown value. Really interesting. Let's say that it's a hero call. Let's look again. He raised from the button. He c-bets on flop, checking on turn, and jack. He's betting. I would say that with that line, he's representing only a 10. Because I'm not sure that on that scary card on Jack on the river, he would continue with a queen. He might be checking a queen, a jack, a 9, and all this stuff. So he's betting with air or with a 10. So his bet is totally polarized. And yeah, I would say that's a pretty nice call. It was air that little blocked our top pair and the straights in our range. King 9 suited, 2 pairs, bet again, and shove on the river. Wow, we decided to check. Maybe, especially because of the ICM environment, we can afford ourselves to check on the river because we need to add to our equity 10 or 13% to bet for value in ICM. So yeah, probably will not have that 60 or 63% of equity on the river to value bet. So maybe he was right to check behind on the river. Hit a top pair, decided to check raise for value. And yeah, at least we have collected that check raise. Sevens, yeah, not the best decision to c-bet with our hand in that structure. And we were punished, especially versus bigger stack. Top pair value betting, check check, and we had a plan to check call, but he gave up. It was only 9. I'm pretty sure that if he wouldn't have a showdown value, he would bluff on the river and we would call him. Nice. King queen, c-bet. Yeah, king queen was enough. King high. Kings with 3-betting. I would prefer to make a trap here with our hand, because he likes to c-bet, and we can get some value at least from his c-bets. We shouldn't do that always, but at least sometimes, time after time, we should try to make a traps. Nice bet size, but I would prefer 25%. Ace 10, making a trap. Lost a little. We decided to raise. Versus a cheap leader having a short stack on the table, I would say that it's an overplaying of our hand. I would just flat in position. Yeah, and that's why we have burned our equity. It was a mistake. Ace queen, shove. Nice, we're protecting our range. And we have to go here. Nice. After that hand, it was a deal. And that final hand, it was a win, almost. So congratulations to Dragonfly with this first place in Big $109. I hope, guys, that you have enjoyed that video. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us in Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. See you in next videos.